Okay, this is on the prudence in the teaching of the art. De prudentia arti docendi. Nevertheless, this one affliction shall touch nigh all that come to thee, and this is the great pox of sin. That is our bane inherited of the eon of slain gods. Look then first of all, when any postulant boweth before thee, whether there be not conflict and restriction in his mind and in his will, if he deem good and evil to be absolute instead of as relative to the health of his body, or the weal of the society of which he is a member, or what not as it may be, instruct him. But if he say that he will sacrifice all for initiation, correct him as it is written, but whoso give one particle of dust shall lose all in that hour. For it is conflict if he weigh one thing with another, and renunciation, being sorrowful, is not worthy of acceptance. But he must with joy unite all he is and hath, heaving the whole into one billow of love and will. Yea, O my son, until thou hast brought the postulant into our freedom from sin, and the sense and conviction thereof, he is not ready for the path of our magic and illumination, because every way soever is a going, and the sin is an obstacle, and a fetter, and an hoodwink on every one of them, for it is restriction, whether he set out by the meditations of the Dharma, or by our Kabbalah, or by vision or theology, or how else soever. On the mind, enemy of the soul, de mente amica animo. How shall a man attain to thee trance, where all is one? If he yet debate within his mind concerning virtue as a thing absolute. Thus, O my son, there be those that are fuddled with doubt whether meat is to be eaten. I choose this as a reference, which habit is proper to the lion as grass to the horse, so that his right problem is solely this, what is fitting to his own nature. Or again, I suppose that he is in vision, and an angel visiting him imparteth the truth contrary to his prejudice, as it fell out in mine own case when I inhabited the body of Sir Edward Kelly, or so I do in part remember, as it seemeth albeit dimly. This nevertheless is sure, or the learned Casaubon, publishing the record of that word with the magician Dee, saith falsely, that an angel did declare unto Kelly the very axiomata of our law of Thelema, in good measure and plainly, but Dee, afflicted by the fixity of his tenets, that one of the slave gods was wroth, and by his authority prevailed upon the other, who was indeed not wholly perfected as an instrument, or the world ready for that sowing. Consider also how in this very life I was the enemy of my own law, and wrote down the book of the law contrary to my conscious will by the virtue of obedience as a scribe, and strove constantly to escape mine own work, and the utterance of my word, until by initiation I was made all one. On different works of the illuminators, De Illuminatorum Operibus Diversis.